I'm back. I made it back for a couple hours. I got like 2 hours, so I think we got time to get into it. Yeah, we're gonna end just a hair before 9, I think. Maybe like 8:30-ish, possibly. We'll just see where we get to in the story in that time. Um, I just have some things to do tonight. I have to stream. So let's go ahead and whoopsie, get to it. You're an air dash. What? Thank you so much for liking the live. Oh boy. Real bad. So DH. Yeah, you gotta specify. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west, yet 'twould seem these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. I mean, if it's that good, it's probably pushing on the prostate, and we both know it, you know. Probably feels... Time to get lost for 45 minutes again. It's down. Listen, this cave or whatever, this underwater place is like a literal nightmare for me, someone who needs like very clear, concise like directions. Okay. Okay, so okay. So there's, it looks like a pathway here. But how did I get there? Oh no. No. No, I hate this. I hate everything about it. I hate it. I don't know where I'm going. I don't understand this map. I don't understand this, like, cave system thing. I don't get it. Okay, look, I don't understand. Okay. So, it's down, right? Which is where we were. Okay, we need to go, I think we need to go this way. Okay, we're getting it. We figured it out before 45 minutes passed this time, I think. Don't hold me to that. No, we actually did. No, we actually did. Alfie. You have a choice of 2 routes. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks or skip along the coral branch as Alice has done. I, for one, will be following my sister's example. So we're going to be riding a motorcycle. Oh, hey. Okay. Whoa! We can't fall off, right? Okay. Man, that was a risk, but I know, like, most of the, like, edges or most of, like, cliffs you can't fall off. So. Oh, we drove right past her because I had auto run on. So there you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel we're looking for. Excuse me. And I'll run back on. Alright. We are so close to getting into post tonight. I think we can do it. I think we can possibly finish Shadowbringers this week if I work hard enough. That was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for smooth roads and our ancestors cut through the wilderness. Twas a treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. I elect you to do the honors. Oh, thank you so much, Alfie. Thank you. I'm in my new dragoon gear because it's so cool looking. I haven't wore the dragoon gear for the longest time. Because I usually like glam. But I wanted to actually wear it this time for a little bit. This is like one of the more complicated areas I feel like that I've done so far. I got so lost earlier. Like so lost. I need like directions, and when you're just like, look the northwest. Where? I got the northwest on the map and it didn't help me. Cold. I'm gonna have to like put my hoodie all the way on.
By the gods.
By the gods. Whoa. Wowza.
When Biondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
It's so pretty.
Then we are seeing the same view.
Ugh, makes me so sad.
The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
So she's able to see it because of all the ether. Well, that's good. She can experience it. Did you note the style of the architecture? It is the same used for the remnants of the cups and murals painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Selch has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entity upon them. Gods, the magnitude of his artifice is staggering. Though it pains me to admit, we did not fully understand the feats of which an old world Ascian is capable. Babes, we are so close. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look at the tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Where are we at in the story? The end of a world? Try not to look like spoilers. Yeah, so we're going to unlock another area. And we're coming up on like the last dungeon trial. And then going into post. So. So we don't have much further. Oh, there goes the current. And then I think... do I have one more? Or I have a lot more? I don't know. Either currents. Oh, so we got quite a bit more in Tempest. We go down this way. I'm gonna put on my hoodie. Okay, I just wanted to put on my hoodie. I'm cold. Freezing in here. Okay, where were we? Driving a motorcycle underwater in an air bubble area. I don't know. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? This is so slow. It would be quicker to sprint for a bit and then get on the motorcycle. Investigate the imposing doors. Imposing doors. But look at the size of those doors. Now I know how the pixies must feel. I think a Lalafell feels okay. Ooh. A Sela recognize. Welcome to the city of Amarat. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? Mayhaps it is not. Sorry, my hair is caught in my industrial in the bar. 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. Where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Akora Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With emphasis on we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. Look, baby's got this, alright? On the floor now! Like, what the fuck? As you wish. Ground floor now. That's what baby should have said. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. It's only at this distance that you start to realize how big buildings truly are. What the voice call it, Amarat? Is that a person? Hey, no, my mistake. That's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, a resident of this place must have more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alpha nod, you can't just... He He's scary, dude. Like, what even is this guy? Right, excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Ah! What adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? The district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I have ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. Which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Polylarite, district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Thancred just shrugs like, okay. Tell us who rules the city. I don't want to name drop just yet. Who rules? What a curious question. Mayhap you refer to our supervising body, the Convocation of 14. So Emmett Selch isn't the leader here? Emmett Selch is a member of the Convocation. Were you hoping to witness its deeds firsthand? Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. So it thinks it's their kids, like... Very well, take care, little ones. I mean, they are technically children, right? Well, the twins are, right? They're technically children. But... Now, I look like a child. Marine looks like a child. Arcane entities, I suspect Emmett Selch wove them from an ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. Orianger says. Such words well befit the oblivion described by our Ascian foe, a catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiark and thence Hydaelyn herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? The man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distant past is the here and now. Ooh, Alfie's got a good point. They appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emmett Selch hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by long-departed, an unusual situation to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage, split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this Convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. I feel like a sour candy right now. To mingling then, let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. Okay, so gather information. So the guy disappeared, but he's right there now. Oh my god, there's another one. Maybe he's into that kind of thing. Damn. Judge a man. The cycle ones are the best in bed. Dude, this guy creep me out. Oh, that's really sour. Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They're calling it the final days. To set it start suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. I mean, these dudes are creepy. Once that happens, dude, this is so sour. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance. An eternal fall, a fiery rain, an incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. Dude, I'm like, man, I really feel like a sour cane. This shit is like so sour. I mean, I get I'm small, so I just think I'm a child. Or maybe everyone that's human or looked out. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for liking the live. Thanks for spamming those likes. Appreciate you. I didn't even hear the... Oh, no wonder why I didn't hear the follow alert. And have it pulled up. So, thank you so much, Zstem, for that follow and all the likes. Do you stream or play 14? An audience with Emmett Selch. I'm afraid you have the wrong office, little one, and besides, he will be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you've been told the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. Yet an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce, credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very star itself. Whoops, I clicked too fast. I wonder if it tells me what that said. They will invoke the mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus, I say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. Is there... Is there a way, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I can't just like... I'm just gonna post my Discord in the chat. Anybody that wants to join, if you have trouble getting a role, I can give you a role. But that's where we hang out when I'm not live. It definitely stand to be used more. And you can see all the information I put and where all I do go live. Alright, we have one more robed creature guy, I guess, to talk to. Oh, you know what? We haven't even attuned yet. That's like usually the first thing I do. Or is that outside the door? No, it's not. Okay. Did I? No, I didn't. We ate Panda Express for dinner. It was yummy. It's so good. And then I went to Culver's and got a milkshake on the way back. Well, I got a concrete mixer, which is chocolate ice cream with chocolate malt with Oreo pieces in it. Like my favorite. What are you playing? Oh, Grand Blue. Yeah. Oh, but I'm also almost finished with... I love all of those. They're not stupid. Also, I'm very close to getting into post Shadowbringers. Don't you want me to catch up to Dawn Trail? Well, you know, some of us can't just play the game. Where's that? Are you even finished with Dawn Trail? No. And I'm going to be funding our FC house. Thank you. Our mansion. How much is a mansion? I need to know how much to save back from my gigs. Only make like $1 million a weekend plus tips. I think Shiva Oblivion is my favorite. That's like one of my favorite mounts. Twould seem the hall is a host to most precocious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the convocation and their handling of the coming peril. 'Tis only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with members themselves? As you know, the 14 are the wisest, most puissant among us. I don't know how to say that word. I've never seen or heard it in my life. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep this star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the emissary, Eldibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Logharif, Mitron, Emmett Selch, their individual titles as have our gesture of respect and a matter of tradition become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus, it is great incredulity that I agree this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, 'twould be unprecedented development and testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star unto salvation. So we've got, they said, like, La Habrea, Eldibus, so... I mean, you should probably do that with most games, but, you know. Especially Overwatch. And Fortnite. And Guilty Gear. Yep, and First Descendants. And TFT. And League. Shall I go on? I'm just reminding you. That's all. I'm just being a good friend. Sela, if I was not certain before, then I am now. The people of the city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emmett Selch to recreate this ancient Amaurot. And yet, I fancy I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his own story known. We are just inching towards finishing this. So where are we at? We compare notes once the others return. Hopefully their next move will become clear. I suppose there was talk of little else in time these events came to pass. Urianger, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancient art of creation? A fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. 'Tis not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by Asians, wherein ritual ceremony breatheth life into figments of myth and legend. I see we arrived at the same conclusion then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems that they paid the cost with not more than a fraction of ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies, seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hoard of crystals, mayhap even the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became in effect a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study. But despite all these revelations, I worry we're no closer to finding Emmett Selch. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we've heard, it seems the Convocation of 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. When we went to see for ourselves, the attendant wouldn't let us through without a writ of permission, so we tried our luck at the Bureau Administrator, where we thought the permissions might be issued, but the clerk there said he couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. And that was where we gave up. I wonder though, Asila, could you be eligible for one of these? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were. It might be that your name is registered at the Bureau as well. We'll take a look, I see. We'll see. I say. Meanwhile, I'll head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on thy reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Asila's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course I don't mind. Just like, she seemed like so happy that she asked. Like, I feel like maybe they are not connected like the others are yet. Then Y'shtola and I will be busy ourselves with further exploration. There's surely more intelligence to be had, and so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the capital. Well, well, well. There's all kinds of additional things here. Oh. I'm gonna grab this since we're right here, and then I'm just gonna fast travel to the damn ether thing. Etherite. The damn ether thing. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they're your own original concepts, I take it? Clearly, they must be, given their rather singular flamboyance. I would never dream of stifling a fledgling creator's creativity, but to parade around in your cultivated individuality is hardly praiseworthy. An amateuring of character shares their creations with the community. They do not hoard them for their use alone. To delight in disparity is a mark of the morally deficient. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. Thus, do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we risk kindling the embers of covetousness and violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all? Therefore, I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes, that you might acquit yourself as an equal among many. In so doing, you will be afforded greater respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this will be a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the Hall of Rhetoric carrying robes perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I'm sure they will be glad to share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Yeah, you act as if I was gonna walk all the way over. Hey, it's me down here. A visitor's writ. Yes, I can assist you. Full name, Asila Sila. Please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. mean, I've had encounters with Emmett, La Brea, Eldebus, you know, blah blah blah. You know the deal. Maybe. Do you know the deal? As your residence was approved by Emmett Selch himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here are your application documents. Submit them at the Bureau of Secretariat, and the clerk will issue you with a visitor's right for the capital. I mean, Emmett had to know. I mean, Emmett already knew I was coming anyway, so... I mean, he could have figured that, because he took the Exarch. So he was just awaiting. How do we get that way? We're definitely going the wrong way. Like, being some, like, underwater, like, weird city, like, this is huge. Let's just gonna chill there, guy. Oh, la la la, thanks forever. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. What do you want me to say? Next, please. Visiting the capital, are we? Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application has been processed. Look how I'm sitting. You, I think, are from a time beyond ours. Have you followed in the wake of Emmett Selch? Nay, there is no cause for alarm. I am simply a shade, here and not here. I know only that my name is Hythodias, and this city is a recreation, something I missed. I don't know how to talk. A phantom monument plucked from a well of history. These others seem unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emmett's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been Hythodias will realize the truth. For example, we were close friends once, you see. Yet, in spite of my perception, I play the same role as the rest, a bit part meant to bring color and noise to this well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny, and we shall burst like the fragile bubbles we are. Thus I tell you again, my presence is not concerned to you. I wish only to share your company whilst we wait. I'm gonna start talking to strangers like that when I sit next to him. They're like, just want your company while we wait. My presence is not important. If you come this far, then you know the catastrophe which awaits us on our morrow. The final days, which began as isolated incidents, soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The Convocation of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavored to create a will for our star. It would repair the fundamental laws of order and halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such scale required an immense source of power. I don't know if you guys like me reading it or not. I feel like it's just better. I read what I can. Sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I just can't read. Sometimes I have problems with words. But, you know. Some of these words are crazy. I've never heard or seen. From their sacrifice, Zodiark was born, just as we had hoped. He reached forth and halted the march of oblivion. Yet, oh how the star we had suffered, so many species lost, the land was blighted, the water was poisoned, and even the wind had ceased to blow. Once more did our people give themselves to Zodiark. Another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, and then I missed the rest, so. The cycle of life began anew. We reconsidered the means by which we might protect it. The Convocation decided thus we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality. Then, when the time was right, we would offer some portion of its living energy to Zodiark. In return, he would restore us to those brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we would resume our role as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiark, that this new world should belong to the lives newly born. These dissidents surrendered their life energies in the creation of Hydaelyn, an incarnation of their opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood and divided. Know you then something? I thought you might. This guy. Him itself has been champion for the will of the Zodiark. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but he will not abandon his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain will of ease, Emet-Selch is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have only grown heavier with every passing century. Cutie walking red flag. Is a truly terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Asila, Asila? It seems your turn has come. Pray do not let me keep you. There was one last thing. You walk with another at your side, yes? What? Oh! They can see him. Or they know they can sense him. Nay, I see no definite form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it visible to anyone but me, otherwise I assume only you can see and hear this ethereal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tells the tale. He seems very nice. He seems super nice so far. Unless he betrays us, like everybody else. It's a kind kind of fate I might expect for one such as she. Surely Emet-Selch has recognized the hint of her in you. Oh. Oh, they're yelling for me again. We're getting very close. Fare you well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. Dude, like my armor? Mm-mm. Can they even see me down here? Need a stool. Or like a ladder. Your visitors as requested. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present the document to the attendant within. That was a lot of reading, a lot of talking, a lot of stuff. But we should be pretty close to being able to at least finish the next spot before I have to get ready tonight. I had to go get dinner. And another place I'll get lost at. Like I did earlier under the water or whatever. Or like when we first started. Stupid. And I stopped in, I got milkshakes also. Like while I was waiting for my food to get done at the one place I went, because I went to Panda Express, I got on the app and I ordered milkshakes from another place so that when my order was done, by the time I got there they were done, and that ended up working out pretty well, so everybody was happy with that. So you were gone so long I was on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How fared you in the bureaucratic ventures? Well, here's my writ. Getting close. Yep, there is an instance, and then we're gonna finish that, and then I'll get ready for tonight. And then I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow or not. Well, I might be, and then we can push through further, and then with any hope, this week, because I think Chad's working over again, I'll be live like every day after work. So come on, I already read that. My throat can't handle any more reading right now. I ate a sour candy and my throat was so dry. I've been like chugging water. That candy was way too sour. I had a toxic waste candy. Oh, cut it before. Okay. Okay. We'll cut it before. And then I'll push through probably Monday night. If I'm not on tomorrow. I'm super excited. Zodiac reclaim his throne as the will of the star. As they step along the way. Ooh. We were dropping some crazy names earlier. Like La Brea and Eldibus and Emmet. Okay. So yeah, because I have to start getting ready at like 8:30. Yep, I met them. So when they were like dropping names, I was like, oh. What is this gonna be? What's gonna happen? What is going to happen? Yeah, baby, you'll get angry and the light will bust out. Oh, that's right. It's been a minute. I need a... This is what we did last time in Final Fantasy, breakdown, like, we'll recap every time. This has to be it. Okay, yep, Praetorium. Okay, there's always hope if we look. Saw it again and again as you tore those veils from light from the sky. If we keep taking the next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you. Oh yeah, the Space Pope. I remember the Space Pope. Evil Space Pope. Valther spoke of the disaster we would bring upon our own heads, the ceaseless conflict. Imagine how I would sneer if he would become the first, not to mention our perilous predicament. Yes, everybody keep talking me up. Drag me through wonder and danger as you are wont to do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. As well thou knowest, if we are to usher Emmet Selch into his rest, we must need find his Ascian soul and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task required our sight, and such I have prepared upon the Exarchs, asking no less, though it was ever mine intent to provide said boon. Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to do that. If anybody good dies, I'm quitting for like a month. Just kidding. I'll just cry on stream. Remember how I cried just for the fact that I started Heavenward? Like, nothing, I mean, like the fact that I even made it to it, like, it made me cry. So, there's that. I was just, like, so happy to get there. Oh no. When Mephilia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair, you can still feel powerless, and she was right. After you collapsed on Mount Gold, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. If I made a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. Even now you could be moments returning and I wouldn't know. You anchored others. You've always been there when I needed help, and Mephilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I should be ready to do the same for you, and I want to, I do, but I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example. I've tried, I've really tried. Oh no, I've made her cry. Oh no. Oh, I'm like just in awe over this point, so I can't wait to like finish, but at the same time don't want to finish. I'm like afraid to like just even get through all of Dawntrail, because then it's like I'm done. But I mean, there's so much more to do too, so it's just scary to think I'll be finishing the main story someday. It could be like 6 years before we get any more, if ever. So to be fair, we did have COVID, so that could have delayed things a lot, I'd assume. Those are doors. All visitors must present official word of permission. I have mine. And you may proceed, but any guests you may choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times. More than once every 9 months. Hey, I'm working on it, okay? I'm getting there, okay? I was on multiple days this last week. I've been on a lot this weekend.
I gave you very specific instructions.
Okay.
Damn it, Sulk.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you? And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It is not she who is lost without the familiar. Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiark will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiark into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly? Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities. He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities, and harness that power for the Arda. Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you. Fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone, and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other? Of course they wouldn't! And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
Emet-Selch! We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost? Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star. beginning of our great work. A fitting backdrop for your final judgment. I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Oh my. Yeah, I was starting to like kind of feel better about Alfie because I was like, oh, he's like started to like kind of gain empathy for things and not just like rush into stuff just to like destroy everybody's lives. But this really made me show he didn't change at all. He's still like really is arrogant and doesn't have to understand what it's like or won't understand what it's like to like watch everybody you love die or like he doesn't understand it and he's not gonna have to. This isn't GeoGuessr. I mean, I do feel bad. Like I can understand why he has so much like pent up like rage, so much like want to do what he's doing because he's watched thousands of years of like just this chaos of his life. But he's still a walking red flag and that hurts me off. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I have 1,000 miles stare because I have no idea what's going on. Well, where do we start? But I think you're in Brazil. It's definitely Brazil. It's definitely Brazil. You're right. We're in Brazil. That's my guess. Well, you see, it all started... I mean, I can't even begin to explain. I'm pretty... Yeah, that's true. Like, it's gotta be. You know what? You're right. It's gotta be. I mean, this is it. And then we're gonna wrap up post this week and... I don't want to end for the night. Like, I want to keep going, but I only have like an hour left and then I'm gonna keep going, and I already made commitments tonight. So it's like, what do I do? Get back on it tomorrow, right? Try it for tomorrow. Spoiled the game for everyone. No. Damn you. I could have guessed Detroit eventually. There's a lot for post. Okay. Well, I'll have... If I can't get on tomorrow, I should have like every day this week after work. For at least a few hours. And that will hopefully make like a decent dent in it. Maybe. if we solely focus that Monday through Friday and Saturday, or Monday through Saturday, then maybe Chad's gotta work over all week, and then I think next weekend. So no dropped frames, no encoder issues, but there we go. Because I clicked off of the game. I clicked off the game. Yeah, if I click off to do something, it drops significantly. So if you see it drop significantly randomly, it's because I like clicked over to like my browser or something. Like, I don't even know if can I see that in the... Yeah, you can like kind of, yep. I see it. It's just when I click off of it, thankfully. It's like, my PC better run this damn game. Better. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. And I bet I'm not getting... It says I'm getting 60 FPS just right now, doing nothing. But that fire does look so good. Dude, look at baby. She's ready. So it looks evil. Looks evil. Yeah, I'm clicked off of it now. Yeah, I'm baked with no. Run, baby, run. Look at the gear I picked up, though. I put it on. I usually glam, but it was what I got in the Tempest or whatever from the fake Crystarium. The workshop or whatever. The only piece that wasn't better was the chest piece, the top. Everything else was way better, but the piece I have on before it, so I just glammed it to match. Because everything else was better. I mean, by a lot. Probably a shit ton. But it's been a minute. Yeah, I have 2,000. I have 2,000. I have 2,000. Don't just use them willy-nilly. Oh, good, good, good. I was wondering when I would get to get the next better gear. I'd assume that it was like soon, because it's been a good while since I've used any and got any gear. Because I was getting gear pieces from doing the quest leading up to this, so I was getting like the coffers, and I think that's what I was using. And the chest piece was better than the Tempest gear that I pulled up. But I got it and glammed it. So I match, and I'm cute. And I'm ready for battle. Baby is ready. Good, good. That's good. That's good to know. Stream elements, not right now. We are gonna have to do a Monopoly Go stream this week too. Maybe tomorrow, so I can get the hour done. By the way, gotta do that. If I can make myself get up early enough tomorrow, I can go get the store stuff done and get the house clean and then get on. But I can like never make myself get up. Like even if I go to bed early, like I just end up sleeping. So I don't know, maybe I'll set an alarm for like 8. Make myself go to the grocery store, get the kitchen clean, be done by like 10:30 or 11. Get on, do my Monopoly stream, and stream for a few hours to finish some of this stuff. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe I stream the whole day after the store. Like I got to. I am prepared. Okay, maybe not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna cry. I know I'm gonna cry. I'll cry. Will I cry? I'm gonna cry. I'll probably cry. I always cry. Am I gonna cry? I'm gonna cry. Especially if another cabbage dies. I can't. Not the cabbage. Well, I guess it's time for me to go get ready for other stuff tonight and be around on Discord. Yes, I care. I care. I always care. They're so sweet. They're so cute. And that was the first time I cried playing this game. That was the first time I cried playing this game. Ever. That's rude. I would not. Maybe I do stop by and see him sometimes. Just say hi, what's up? Long time no see. Check in, you know. Do the little dailies or whatever. You know. Be like, yo, miss you guys. Yeah. We're pretty close. You know, we're pretty tight. Pretty tight. You know. We like hang out on the weekends. Have dinner together. No. Please. Please. They told me to tell you hi, that they miss you. Come see him again sometime. Well, I know what you'd be doing all weekend. Shh! Don't tell anybody. That's my secret. Don't bullshit. It's my secret. Don't give it away. I'll be doing my weekend thing here in a minute. Be doing my weekend thing here in a minute. Gotta make sure I got everything good to go. I always take bribes. Mm-hmm. I'll DM you the bribes. We'll be DMing bribes. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Well, that's intense, and it makes me not want to do anything else tonight but play, but I can't do that. Damn it. Why did I do this to myself? Why? Why did I do this to myself? Well, I wouldn't be done until 2 a.m. um before I get back on. But if I'm being for real, I would. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be done till 2. And if I'm gonna make myself get up early tomorrow, I like 2, I gotta be like, oh, I'm done. Like, I gotta go to bed. And then I can make myself get up in the morning, go to the store, get the cleaning done, and then be on part of the day because Chad's busy. So, there's that. I think I'm getting stuff ready right now. Oh, why did I do this? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't ready for it. Maybe I should have beat the game first. But you know. Okay, I will talk to you in Discord for sure. I'll send you those bribes over. And I'm gonna cut it now. And we'll see what happens this weekend. Tomorrow, I mean. And this week. It's gonna be intense. It's gonna be real intense. Love you, chat. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. And I will see you guys next time.